Hey, so if you have kids, you undoubtedly had your children say something at a time, like to friends or family that you're like, oh no, what did they say or what are they doing? First of all, I just want to normalize that kids say shit all the time. That's just how kids are. They're cute. They're wonderful. I have my own daughter. I love her to death. It's kind of a natural thing for kids to say things that are inappropriate or don't land very well. But today's video is about teaching you how you can teach your children to the art of conversation, essentially. So recently we were having a dinner party and there were two adult couples and my daughter, and she was the only kid. And of course, as a kid, she's she wants attention. So she'd walk into the room and she'd start talking and completely cut everybody off, or she'd talk, but she didn't think about people around her. And so one of the ways that I started teaching her the art of conversation is I had her ask people questions about themselves, because that's part of conversation. It's not making the whole conversation about you, but it's asking other people about themselves, letting other people, basically learning how to share conversational space. And every kid needs to learn, every adult, by the way, too, but we're on kids right now. You need to learn to share conversational space. So one of the ways I taught my daughter to do this is I had her ask people at the table different questions to practice asking the question and then listening for the answer. And so what's interesting is she's still kind of the leader in this experience, but she's learning, okay, don't just blah, 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 and take up all the space. How do you give everybody a space at the conversation? A second skill you can teach your kids, something I'm teaching my daughter to do, is when you walk into the room, don't just jump into the conversation and interrupt what's happening. A better way to handle the art of conversation is walk into the room, see what conversations are happening, and observe this space, right? So don't take the space, observe it, notice what's happening. And then when it makes sense, then you can jump in naturally into the conversation. That's just two skills, but if you start practicing that with your kiddos, then they will learn the art of conversation. To see me, you can submit a contact form at therapistinstlouis.com. Also, please like and subscribe. And if you have any other ideas, please comment below about ways that you're teaching your kids the art of conversation.